Hey y'all, hey y'all. Now I came on a little early because we're going to talk about T, which is Tesla. We're going to talk about the president signing that executive order yesterday, but let me tell y'all something. He just writing his name because Congress needs to pass that. That's why he's in shame. We're going to talk I'm giving y'all a few minutes to grab a piece of paper and maybe a calculator. And I'm going to give y'all that first. And then I want y'all to start putting the answer to this math and little quiz. It's going to be fun. Y'all know how I do it in my commercial. But before I start my live, I need to tell everybody that I stand with Sherelle and Perry. Y'all may not know what's going on, but Sherelle and Perry, I stand with them. Oh, baby, I used to watch them go through something. But Sherelle and Perry is the real deal on these YouTube streets. Had to go to court, baby. They've been through a lot, and baby, they taught me the ropes. When somebody said they're taking you to court or whatever, I stand with them. What happened, a little bit of what happened, another blogger was talking about Sherelle's mother, who is very sick. So y'all keep Sherelle and Perry mother-in-law and Sherelle mother in prayer. And they are taking care of that. So y'all just please, we can be on these YouTube streets. We can dox as long as we don't put out the information. And I'm going to tell you, there's some doxing going on for all those people who bought Tesla trucks. Tesla trucks have been recalled. Think about it. You bought $100,000 vehicle that looked like a spaceship, and now they're recalling them all of them, recalling them. And you think about losing billions of dollars in your sleep. Now, I like to make money in my sleep, but baby, now if y'all haven't been checking out Queen Lily, please drop her link. Queen Lily be over there under attack. She be telling the truth and getting attacked in her chat. Oh, yes, I was over there. And she was letting everybody know, just like me, I appreciate all of you. I am not perfect. I am human. But Queen Lily was fighting them all off in that chat, telling the truth about our government, what's going on. And no matter what they called her, racial names, talking about her lips, which are cute because I got on her lipstick right now. But they were talking about her. Queen Lily, y'all go over there and support her. Go over there and like and subscribe to her page because Queen Lily be putting it out. What is really going on? Now, I was going to come up here today and we was going to do some gossip about Quad with her man and the stolen Royce. But baby, King might get away from that. If you look at the court documents, which I have, Queen gonna get away from Quad gonna walk away from that unscathed, okay? What King do don't mean Quad knew. Listen again. What Quad knew, King don't have to know what King do, okay? Hunter Biden too. Yes, everybody's been popping out and showing something. They have arrested LA gang member. And you know what? I don't know why people keep going over there, sitting with this CIA agent. Yes, I'm going to call him Vlad. Everybody who's did an interview with Vlad ends up in jail months later. He's a colonizer. You don't see him having any white people up there that he is. Y'all don't see him having no white folks up there and they end up in jail. He comes into our. So you know what? I'm sorry, Wack. I'm sorry. When is it going to be your turn? Oh, I forgot. Allegedly, you might be working with the feds too. Because I want to let you know factually what Diddy is doing. Diddy might come home or get less time. And I'm going to tell you why. Did you hear Bugsby dropped a lot of those charges against Diddy? Do you know Diddy gets to come out at night sometimes, going to different New York hospitals, visiting with his family? Jay-Z is suing Kanye West for disrespecting his children. Wait a minute. Kanye West is crazy, then he not crazy, then he crazy. Baby, the Illuminati is real. Sure as God is real and we can feel him, the devil is real too. And I'm going to tell you, they're trying to shut people down. They're trying to shut them down. And I'm going to tell you, a lot of stuff is happening, and we got our eyes over here on what's going on with these black rappers and gang members when we need to be looking at Tesla, especially Elon Musk went to the Department of Defense today and they gave him a lot of pertinent information. I also got information on Social Security offices that are closing while we over here watching reality shows. They over there closing Social Security offices. And I'm going to give you a list in your state where they might be closing these offices. Now, everybody ain't trying to get Social Security now, but eventually you're going to have to get it. So we need y'all to hit that like button, get y'all calculator, pens, and pencils out. And then I am definitely going to ask you what the answer is. Now, everybody up here needs to come out with the same exact answer, even though I don't know what number you're going to choose. Are you ready? Put a 1 in the chat, hit my like button. Put a 1 in the chat and hit my like button. If Making Your Headache is in my audience and she knows about Big Huey, he turned himself in. But baby, Whack has been out of line for years. And I can say that because I'm a New Yorker, dated a rapper. Okay? I don't look like what I've been through. Okay? So here is the question. Don't share your answer till it is completely complete. Do not share your answer until you think that you have the answer. So listen closely. Y'all hit the like button. Here it goes. Listen.
Say the weird thing.
Think of a number between 1 and 10.
Think of a number between 1 and 10. Write it on your paper, okay?
Between 1 and 10. With that number, multiply it by 9.
Multiply.
Now, if you have a 2-digit number, I want you to add those 2 digits together.
Okay. So if I chose 3 and 4, I'm going to add it, and it's going to be 7. So we're going to go over the instructions again. I'm going to let y'all hear the whole instruction. Hold on. Then I'm going to break it down for you.
Number between 1 and 10. With that number, multiply it by 9. Now, if you have a 2-digit number, I want you to add those 2 digits together. Great. With that new number, subtract 5.
Subtract 5.
Now, with that new number, find the corresponding letter in the alphabet. A is 1, B is 2, and so on. Okay, if you have a letter now, think of a name of a country that begins with that letter. A country. Got one?
Okay.
Of that country.
Hold on. Think of a letter. Think of a number. That's the first instruction, between 1 and 10. Think of a letter think of a number between 1 and 10. Then multiply that number by 9. If you have a 2-digit number, if your answer comes up and it's 23, add 2 and 3. Okay, we're going to hear it go.
Think of a number between 1 and 10. With that number, multiply it by 9. Now, if you have a 2-digit number, I want you to add those 2 digits together. Great. With that new number, subtract 5.
Subtract 5 is your fourth step.
Now, with that new number, find the corresponding letter in the alphabet. A is 1, B is 2.
3 is
and so
C,
on.
4 is D.
Okay, if you have a letter now, think of a name of a country that begins with that letter.
Any
Country.
number, any country,
Got
country.
With the name of that country, the last letter in that country.
The last
Think of
letter
the
in,
name of an animal that begins with that letter.
think of an animal that ends with that number.
Okay. With the last letter in the name of that animal, think of a color that begins with that letter. You got one? Seen any orange kangaroos in Denmark?
Okay. Anybody need the instructions again? Do we need the instructions again? Let's go. Let's think. Here it go. One more time.
Think of a number between 1 and 10.
Think of a number between 1 and 10.
With that number, multiply it by 9.
Multiply by 9.
Now, if you have a 2-digit number, I want you to add those 2 digits together. Great. With that new number, subtract 5.
Subtract 5.
Now, with that new number, find the corresponding letter in the alphabet. A is 1, B is 2, and so on. Okay, if you have a letter now, think of a name of a country that begins with that letter. A country. Got one? With the name of that country, the last letter in that country, think of a name of an animal that begins with that letter. Okay? With the last letter in the name of that animal, think of a color that begins with that letter.
That is the last instructions. The last instruction. Anybody else need the instructions? We got to think. Think of a number between 1 and 10. Multiply it by 9. We got it? Come on.
A number between 1 and 10. With that number, multiply it by 9. Now, if you have a 2-digit number, I want you to add those 2 digits together. Great. With that new number, subtract 5. Now, with that new number, find the corresponding letter in the alphabet. A is 1, B is 2, and so on. Okay, if you have a letter now, think of a name of a country that begins with that letter. A country. Got one? With the name of that country, the last letter in that country, think of a name of an animal that begins with that letter. Okay? With the last letter in the name of that animal, think of a color that begins with that letter.
Okay. Hit my like button, and I want y'all to start putting your answers there, because I'm going to tell you the correct answer. Put your answer in there. You should have 3 things. You should have a country name, an animal name, and a color. You should have a country name, an animal name, and a color. All right. All right. Your answer should be Denmark, kangaroo, and orange. What is so crazy is that you all should have Denmark, kangaroo, and orange. But you see how numbers work, because you chose your own number. You multiplied it by 9. The common denominator is the number 9. So if you got Denmark, kangaroo, and orange. You've learned an English lesson. You've learned a social studies lesson because you had to figure out a country. And you didn't get that. What did you get? All right, Mildred. Men lie, women lie, but numbers don't lie. No, that's Dominican Nighthawks and silver. The number you should have gotten Denmark, kangaroo, and orange because everything added by 9. You multiplied by 9. So I got more people who got Denmark, kangaroo, and orange. That is the answer. Okay. See how we play these games? Okay. But I wanted to tell y'all that there is scammers, skimmers, or whatever you say that is out here. If you have a teenager or children that are looking for jobs and they're looking on these websites, be careful because there's a new scamming game going on. It's a new scamming game. So be careful. Here it go. Wait a minute. Scammers are posting fake job offers and tricking people into downloading a dangerous app that steals their bank details and personal information. Be careful. And I'm going to tell you possibly some of these things. LinkedIn, low job postings, any post, CHESI, interview, key app download, bank details. And see, there's some doxing going on because everybody who have bought a Tesla, they are doxing these people's information. Be careful about scamming of people telling you your grandchild or your child is being held for ransom. The first thing you hear is that you're panicking. Let me tell you something. You ask them, what if you got my grandchild, so what's the code word? Make her tell you the code word. We have sat down with our whole entire family. We have a word that we're using. It's a word that we're using if we are in danger. If I call my daughter and I can't tell her what's going on, and I say our family code word, then my daughter knows that I am in danger. I have shared my location with my daughter. If she cannot get there, then she calls 911 and send them there. I am letting y'all know that we have to be cautious because, baby, there's a lot of things going on and they got us distracted by the nonsense. Okay. There's a lot of nonsense going on. I'm going to tell you, Elon Musk, friends, how many of us have them? Friends, ones we can depend on. Well, let me tell you that Elon Musk and Donald Trump are fussing and fighting. And guess what? Donald Trump is scared and JD Vance is pissed off. Now, let me tell y'all something. Y'all hit my like button. Do you know that when you think things are private, everybody is trying to get a click and a view? But let me tell you, the vice president of the good old divided states, because we're not united anymore. But you better get ready. And I'm going to let y'all know how JD Vance feels when something was supposed to be private, but it is no longer private because while he was talking behind people's backs, somebody was recording him and allowing what he said in private to get out. And I'm going to tell you, wait a minute, y'all. Wait a minute. While I look for it, I want to tell y'all that they are starting to attack our children. I need y'all to know that. And some white people are not allowing it. Listen to this white lady, because we've already had somebody go into a restaurant called Alexandria's, black woman sitting down eating, and she was asked to get up, and if she didn't, she would not be served her meal that she ordered. So they already have started. White people sit one place, black people sit another place. But here go one of our white sisters. Amen.
If they start putting up them whites only signs, I'll be giving my money to the people that add seasoning to their food. And if anything happens at these said establishments, I'll be at the front of the line with my white face and my trauma and my rage, and I will be fucking someone up. I am not my ancestors. I will not sit idly by and watch injustice happen in my face. I will gladly get arrested, and I will have a cheese-eating grin as big as the state of Texas in that mugshot. I will not allow the demographic that doesn't even know that they need to wash their legs when they're in the shower try to establish supremacy once again. Because, ew. As a matter of fact, if you're feeling froggy, leap and put that whites only sign in your window, because you will lose all of your business. This ain't the same America that our racist parents and grandparents were in. In this America, we took to heart when you made us recite every single day with liberty and justice for all, bitch. If they start putting up them whites only signs, I'll be giving my money to the people that add seasoning to their food.
I'm telling you, there has been so many marches going on. Baby, the Appalachian Mountain people done came out and start marching. But my question is, why are you calling us blacks to come out there and march? Why are you standing in front of the Lincoln Memorial and you think that we black folk gonna come out there? We are not coming out there to help you, because when we was marching before the elections, oh, y'all called us every kind of names. Y'all wanted to spray us down with water hose. Y'all wanted to talk nasty about us. And you think that we are going to come out there and help you? Well, let us see what you can do first. And then, because we not coming. We are sitting in the house not being segregated, because right now, COVID-19 segregated all of us in the first place. COVID kept us in the house where we don't want to come out. We don't trust people. Then y'all talking about putting poisonous and stuff in the mosquitoes. Well, I had my landscaper come out there and put stuff down for the mosquitoes and the ticks. And guess what me and my husband gonna do? We going right back out there and put some more stuff for the mosquitoes and the ticks. So you ain't got to worry about no ticks jumping on me and killing me slowly. I'm going to kill them. That's what I say. Yes, they are. Yes, I heard they're organizing a large protest in DC Memorial Weekend. Listen, we will be watching from our cell phones, YouTube, and because when we were out there, y'all did not want to do that. Y'all making my headache is here. Making your headache. Could you come up for a minute and let people know about Big Huey? Because, baby, they are taking down gangsters that's been gangsters for years, and the FBI, CIA, and everybody else knew. But they made, he turned himself in. But let me tell you something about Big Huey. Big Huey know that they still got the skinheads, Ku Klux Klan, and that the CIA and the FBI know about them too. And how come if the FBI is disbanded, we still got FBI going after black rappers and the boy who killed Lil Mo? Wait a minute, y'all. They still policing us. And baby, they've been trying to send black folk out of the United States. No, they are out here talking and having measles parties. They sure is. Never be afraid of flawed and fickle humans. Trust God. That's right. Making your headache. Yes, I'm not going out there. They will use us as targets, and Trump will not punish the popo. they have immunity. You said it right, Queen Lily. Y'all go over there and help Queen Lily. Because Queen Lily, I'm not lying. And this is like the third time I've seen her chat. Baby, them white folks run right over to her in her chat and be calling her everything in the book. She do not flinch. She drinks her water and let them have it. Because we need, I'm going to drop the link. We need to know what's going on. And Lily got her boot to the ground over there in Georgia. She letting us know, okay? And I want Lily to, baby, y'all better stop looking at all this other stuff because so much stuff is happening. Saber said 47 is playing emotions, making all these only black bands because he needs martial law so he can cancel elections and put them in slavery. Y'all, we just won a special election yesterday. We just won a special election yesterday. Come on, Saber, come up. Hey, Sabre.
Hi, everybody. Hi, Gems.
Your headache. Come on, Sabre. Tell us, because you know.
Listen, he's playing a game. He's noticing that we not taking the bait. It's like putting a worm on a hook. In order to call martial law does several things. It stops every election. It stops government from functioning properly. And if he does it while white people are marching, then he has no excuses. They're going to go against each other. But if he could blame black people for calling martial law, then he has a scapegoat.
Mm-hmm.
The whole thing is the prison to pipeline, school to pipeline prison. I'm sorry, the school to prison pipeline. He wants to get as many of us incarcerated as he can. Remember, he's sending all of the people that do the work nobody else wants to do. He's sending them to prisons in Venezuela to be tortured.
Mm-hmm.
He's doing what dictators do. He's sending away migrants and people that are paying taxes. All these people that are here, they pay taxes, but they don't get the benefit. People keep saying, oh, they get Social Security, they get this. No, they don't. No, they do not. They pay taxes and they get nothing on return except to work like slaves. Mm-hmm. And once he's migrated everyone back to Guantanamo Bay or prisons in Venezuela or places where they don't belong, all he got left are black people. So his thing is, I'm going to make them angry. I'm going to make them cause a war because I'm going to take away their history. I'm going to take away this. I'm going to take away that. He's trying to get a reaction. The first thing he did was remove Black Lives Matter Plaza. First of all, we don't give a doggone about all these black holidays and Black Lives Matter Plaza because it was all a sham anyway. It was to pacify us and to make us feel good for a minute so they could continue stealing. We're more intelligent than that. We're more involved than that. We cannot allow our geniuses, our young children, and our beautiful future to be arrested because once they're arrested, they go to the pipeline. They can be used as slaves. Period. End of story.
Mm-hmm.
We cannot be out there. The only thing, listen, we have it. We have it. We can do it economically because I've been emailing Miss Nisi and Marcella, 23 sites could get you off of Amazon. Once we sock it to their fucking pocket, excuse my French, once we sock it to their pocket, that's only the beginning. Now you have all these youngsters out there that know how to play on computers. They know how to get into stuff and get the hell out. Remember, Julian Assange, they chased this MF for years. He released a whole bunch of information. What we need to do is have our hackers go to work. First, dismantle everything Elon Musk ever put down. If you can remove him from the listing of the stock market, once he defaults on his Twitter loans, that $44 billion he paid for Twitter, once he defaults, he no longer has money. He is of no use to Donald Trump. We have to be more cerebral on this end. The marching and stuff was for the 50s, 60s and 70s. We can't do that now because these cops are still slave catchers. The origins of the police department are slave catchers, especially the Irish. Don't think that they not out there trying to think of ways to try and get us. Tell your sons not to engage.
Yes.
Tell your daughters to shut up. Do not mouth off to them. I know my rights. Can I see a supervisor? If you learn how to react without raising your voice or nothing, they cannot do shit to you if you stay away from them. They
Well,
want you to fight. They want you to engage because the minute you're behind bars, they could put you in slavery.
that's right. And we're not
And
going
if
to do
they call martial law, he stays in office forever. If they
that.
call martial law because we out here acting out, he stays in office for life. Remember one thing about this man. He has no bowel control. He wears a diaper. Once his
We
colon,
don't know that
once
for sure.
once they have to remove his colon, he goes on a stoma bag. That's the end of him. That's the
Okay.
end of him.
Thank you.
Nobody wants to clean up behind a piece of garbage like that. All we have to do is get cerebral on this and sock them in their pocket and wait this one out. That's all I got to say. I'm jumping down.
Thank you. Now listen, y'all. Hey, making your headache. Let me show this right quick. Because see, where they effed around and found out, y'all, that DEI really wasn't for us. It was for white women. But let's get on this. While we paying attention to Big Huey, which making your headache is gonna talk about, they done Elon Musk terminated the lease on Obama's presidential library site. He terminated the league. They wiping away all our history. Jackie Robinson's history been scrubbed. But while we over here watching the tomfoolery, we watching him sign an executive order yesterday that he cannot demolish the Department of Education without Congress. But we don't know that. You people talking about us going to private schools is going to make it better. That's not true to me because I went to public school and I'm educated. Okay. So making your headache. I was on your live last night looking at it, baby. I love your voice. You reading Mildred's story is phenomenal, but you make it more like, oh my gosh, your voice. Be telling it. Y'all need to go over there every Thursday. Making your headache is going to be reading out of a book that Mildred wrote. And y'all got to hear it. And if y'all have lost time about, she's on her third chapter now. Y'all need to go catch up and catch up with Making Your Headache on Thursday. But Making Your Headache, tell us about Big Huey because I was shocked that he turned himself in.
I wanted to say this before we jumped off of the Trump stuff. First of all, good morning, everybody. Hello, hello, hello.
Talk louder.
Oh, can y'all hear me? I need to be louder. Is that
Yeah.
better?
Yes.
Okay. What I was going to say is we are protesting currently. Our silence is our protest. Our inaction is action. Doing nothing is doing everything. It's driving people crazy because we are usually the ones to create change. By not doing anything, we're enacting our own change because we're not putting ourselves on the line. We're not going out in the front. We're not allowing people to use us as bait. Like, no, we're not bait. We're fine. We at home. We learning line dances. We chilling. We're reading erotica. We're doing all kind of wonderful things. We are learning everything else we need to learn right now. So our silence is our protest. We're actually protesting by not protesting. And it's a beautiful thing to watch. We chilling.
Yeah.
Continue to do so and stay safe.
Okay. Tell us
But
about Big Huey
but
turning himself in,
child,
honey.
this stuff with Big U, there's so many pieces to it because there are so many people that have lost their lives in the middle of all of this mess. And it's there's celebrities involved. There's so much in it because now I actually didn't think he was gonna turn himself in. I'm shocked.
I'm
I'm
shocked.
shocked.
I'm
I'm
shocked.
shocked. I'm shocked because I thought he was going to let everybody go down around him. Because I'm wondering, because now it's a RICO charge. They were doing things where they were taking money from celebrities. I know Shaq was one of them. Draymond Green was one of them. Basically, like shakedowns. You're taking money from people saying that you're going to use it, for the, say, I have a nonprofit for children. He
Yeah.
was running nonprofits, but he was pocketing the money. And that was a big thing out here that a lot of people were doing. He wasn't the only one. And he wasn't the only one. My daughter was in an organization, and what happened, this woman worked for the police department. She created an organization, and we thought it was like about uplifting young girls. I put my daughter in it. Come to find out, this girl was basically saying that these young girls were homeless, destitute, all these crazy things, so she could get money from the state.
And
And
the
that's what he was doing. He was getting money, but he was also getting money from celebrities. But another thing that just happened with the Big U situation, that young man's name is Rashad. Is it Rashad Williams?
mm-hmm.
There's an issue with him and how he was taken out of here, and the fact that DNA, Big U's DNA is on him. So that, in my mind, I think he would much rather go against this money stuff than to have to deal with murder charges.
That's what I'm
If
saying.
you if
They
you have a
pulled Big
choice.
U in and told him, Rico, 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 you've been stealing from Shaq celebrities who you are
Hmm.
saying black kids in the community is good. They turned up his house upside down, but they didn't stop. They went to his mama house, cousin's house, everybody's house,
Hmm.
flipping it. So he said, for my family not to go through no more torture, I'm going to just go ahead and turn myself in. Baby, when he got in there, he thought it was Rico, only Rico.
Mm-mm.
But he
It's
found out that
everything.
they done dropped a lot of bodies on him.
It's
Now, y'all,
everything.
believe me, they got our young black folk looking over there at Big U, Whack 100 on the phone with Nipsey's, somebody in Nipsey family. And now she knew about it and she go to Whack 100 and say, is a secret. Don't tell nobody. But the feds and the detectives told me, no, keep your eye off of that because they got us looking at the Diddy. Now they got us looking at Yee. Kanye West is coming out saying some deplorable things about Jay-Z and Beyonce kids, but that is not a crime. It's free speech, okay? And what I'm saying is they got us so distracted, but we're not looking at the fact that Elon Musk was in a meeting with the Department of Defense and someone had sent me, and I don't know, they must have took it back, but if you in here, please send me where JD Vance was saying, why wasn't he invited? Why they ain't tell me? JD Vance see that they are leaving him out of a lot of important stuff. Hey, Queen, hey, Cece, Isaiah 41 said, don't be afraid. I'm with you. I am your God. Let nothing worry you. No, I'm not worried. But what I'm telling you, keep your eyes on your six, and your six are your children. You keep your eyes on this because they are distracting us with all these Big U. Okay, y'all been knew Big U was doing all of this in the street. They knew about
Facts.
Diddy was doing all this in the
Facts.
street. But guess what? Now they need major distractions that we're gonna keep our eye on. We're gonna keep our eye on our money because I'm gonna tell y'all something. Y'all gonna say I'm crazy. I ain't crazy. If you are an investor, you better start investing a little bit of money in Tesla because I'm going to tell you, I did, and I got a good return. And then I rolled over my investment because they are throwing Tesla in the trash. Even Elon Musk's own brother, people are turning from him. They are burning up his stuff. They done kicked him out the royal family as a special guest. He cannot go over there like Trump was kicked out of New York Social Society. His children were kicked out. Lily, I need you to come up here. I have to be careful with this statement, but I believe government was never for the people. Simultaneously, I hope this is an opportunity for parents and community to get their house in order. And that's why I say, talk to your children. Say, we need a family secret word that when
Mm.
we're in trouble, we need to be able to say this word and we know what's going on. If your granddaughter call you and say, I'm over my friend's house, but Pepper, Don't forget, I like pepper in my Alfredo. You know, pepper means she's in trouble. Okay, because they are snatching up our black kids, black and brown kids at a rapid rate right now. You see all the celebrities that moved out the country. They done moved out of the country. Okay, they're trying to move to the digital currency, correct? 47 taxes to keep us down by bullying won't work. Fear not for the people. There is a favor in numbers. And guess what? That's why I say you better stay on these numbers, honey. Because how they are communicating that little test I gave you in the beginning of this, baby, that's how the CIA used to move words around. That's how they listen. I just gave you a math problem and told you to pick a country, pick a color, and predominantly everybody came out with the same answer. And there was a message. It's a kangaroo in Denmark and it's orange. I'm telling you, I just showed you how the government sends out messages and you think it's simple. You think it's simple, but I just told you how to find kangaroo, orange, and Denmark. You need to know that they're using code words around us, and we got to listen. We hear Trump saying stuff. We hear Elon Musk saying stuff. We're hearing the government saying stuff, and now we need to find out what is going on. So I want you to stay here making a headache, but I want to tell you, let me go back to what I said that you think is private. That's not private because JD Vance had his panties in a bunch today. They are using covert words on us. We're living in the listen. We got to find codes because these people that did a math problem making it funny, and guess what? It was a message in it. In Denmark, there's kangaroos and they orange. We got to. I'm telling you, everything is being done in code, but we got to have somebody who got sense enough to decipher the code. Now, whatever you put in private, you're not going to bring it out because you don't want everybody to get the message. You know what I'm saying? You privated something. And then when we said bring it out, you don't bring it out because you don't want them to decipher the real messages in it. See, Donald Trump's mouth can say anything, but it's what's in private. Now listen to this, y'all. Y'all got to hear this wisely. Wait a minute. Let me pull it up for you now. My phone keep going back to the home screen, but listen to this. Listen. All right, let me play it because you can't see it. Okay, what JD Vance is saying, Elon Musk is getting invited to the table. Elon Musk is getting invited to the table. I'm the elected official, Donald Trump. Elon Musk is speaking in the cabinet. Why am I not getting elected? Who? Now, see, that wasn't the real message. The real message is who is JD Vance complaining to? It's not Donald Trump. Wait a minute. He's not an elite. He just sold his house, y'all. He just sold his house. Sadly, black folks can't do nothing secretly because they always got to be heard. Say it. Say it, CEO. Say it. Psalms 109, let his day be few, let not another take his office, let his children be fatherless, let his children be fatherless, and his wife a widow, let his children be continually vagabonds and beg, let them. Okay, I don't get that, Saber, but all right. Is the itty bitty feelings hurt? Yes, his feelings are hurt. But who is powerful enough for JD Vance to complain to? Believe me, when I say BlackRock, Vanguard, they're not out there. These families are not out there. But JD Vance knew it was a plan, and now he's getting knocked all off the plan. What you say, making your headache?
I think that it is a whole bunch of foolishness going on, and I do think that we're watching a bunch of children fight for attention. They're fighting for space, and we're watching it in real time. Like Trump and Elon Musk are running around like two little badass kids that need a whooping, and we are having to deal with the aftermath and the fallout of it. Like you're going out here, and Trump just goes to another country and says, "Hey, I want your country." Like when he went to Canada and said, "I think Canada should be the 51st state."
And Denmark.
Sir, that's not how this works. You don't just get to walk. You don't get to Christopher Columbus other people's places. People live there. They function there. We trade with these people. You don't get to go to the country and say, you know what? I want your stuff. I'm Trump, and my mom has given me all I've wanted my entire life. My parents have always given me what I wanted, and now I want your country. Now give it to me. And then I have this South African man over here that has a lot of money, so he's gonna just buy it up. That's not how this works. And
And
there are countries that are linking together to come against us that used to be our allies that are now becoming our enemies because of the people, because of this one individual that some of these folks in this country chose to. Some folks voted for him, but we know that he cheated and got his way into office. Let's just be clear. We know that this was not a proper election. He's there now, and we have to deal with that fallout. But we know that's not, it didn't come out properly. We know that. Like, we absolutely know that. But unfortunately, here we are, and we are now dealing with it. And like Marcella said, we have to protect ourselves because ain't nobody coming to save us. We will be the sacrificial lambs before anything. They'll come to take us up out of here before they come and help us. So we really are on our own. So save your money, spend it on what you need to spend it on. Don't go out here doing unnecessary BS. It's not the
mhm.
time to floss. It's not the time to buy expensive ass shoes because hell, we might not be able to go nowhere. If it's left up to him, he gonna lock us in the house any damn way.
Well, let me.
And
Oh,
I found a thing that I think is so cool. It is called the Green Book Global, and it's an app. They
say
created
it
an app
again.
for, and it's for Green Book Global.
Mhm.
And what it is, it's about traveling while black. No matter whether you're traveling in the country or out of the country, it tells you the places where we're welcome the most, the best places to eat, the best places to spend your money while being black. It's akin to back in the day when we had to get those connections to tell each other how we were supposed to travel and where we were supposed to go. So now they just made it a digital connection, and they
Mhm.
made an app, and it's also they have pages on different sites. They should have a page on every single social media site, but they also created an app. So if you go to a particular state, we know the sundown towns are still there. They have the maps for that, so you know where to go, where not to go, where to be, where not to be. We need to start really paying attention and talking to each other because the local news is not telling you what the national news is telling you. Things
Right.
are happening all over this country, and if we don't talk to each other, we won't know what's happening because we're getting bits and pieces instead of the entire picture.
Yep. Thank you so much. Making your headache. Please tell people where to find you. Tell them where what you be doing on these nights. On Wednesday night, what you be doing on Thursday night, girl. This book got me
So
cultivated.
my page is making a headache. Tanya is in here, and I'm sure she'll drop the link for me. My awesome sis. But on Wednesday nights, I do an after dark panel. So I talk about all things adult, all things sex. There's no subject that is too taboo. That's what we do on Wednesdays. Now on Thursdays, Our cousin Mildred Cocktails and Conversations has wrote a book. It is called Delirium, A Tale of Sex and Love. It is very grown, it is very adult. It is reminiscent of Zane. If you like Zane books and books like that, that's what it is. I'm reading the book. It is her words, it is my voice. It is amazing. Please come check it out. We are now on we're going to get into chapters 7 and 8 next week, but chapters 1 through 6 are already on my page. I also do show reviews, and I'm going to add more show reviews. My page is going to have a little bit of everything, but currently, the two things that are constantly going on right now are Wednesday After Dark Lives, that is 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and Thursday, I am reading Delirium, A Tale of Sex and Love, written by Mildred Cocktails and Conversations. That is Thursday, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Please come around there and see me. It is a great time. It is adult content, though. Be advised, put the kids to bed, put your AirPods in. It's grown folks over there. Just so y'all know.
Y'all need to go over there, baby. I be on pins and needles, eyes be big, listening on my phone, and the voice who's reading it makes you engaged. I mean, she's reading it word for word from the book, but she takes herself off of her live. So you're not looking at her. This is brilliant. She is making you listen to the word and feel like you are in presence of these people and you're looking. So y'all need to go over there and see. And
Thank
thank
you,
you,
Renee.
Mickey. You had a
Yes, thank you, Renee, for subscribing. But yes, please come around there. It is an amazing book. I'm adding other things to my channel. There's going to be all sorts of things going on my channel. But currently, we are doing the After Dark, and we are reading Cliterature. It is erotica. So please be advised when you step into the room, know exactly what you're coming over there for. But yes, I will have show reviews and I'm going to be talking about weight loss. I'm going to be talking about a little bit of everything. But right now, those are the two things that are currently on my channel. So please come see me. Thank you, Marcella. Thank you for helping promote me. Thank you, all of you that know me. And for those of you that are coming around here, I hope you enjoy.
yes. And if you don't want to come out doing the clitoria, stay in the bushes, but hit the like button. Ain't nobody over there telling you to lick on plastic penises. It is good. It's educational, and it might spice up your life in your relationships. Okay. Yeah. Wait a minute. There are so many. Thank you, Mickey Headache. Let me break you down for a sec.
Thank you. Thank you.
Y'all, please, Tanya, please drop Making Your Headache page. There are too many black people for Trump. I don't trust anyone who defends Trump. Let me tell you, the black folks that defends Trump think that he is the answer to the Holy Land. They think that at the end, they're going to come out on top. But no, we are more, and we're seeing and feeling what they have. Now, there's some ladies that like Trump that are black, but let me tell you something. Most of them are in mixed relationships. They're not in relationships with black men. They're in relationships with other, you know, um people that are non-black. So I don't understand why you can read Project 2025 with all your education, and then you can see what was in Project 2025 is happening now, and still say I stand with Trump, and even MAGA means witch, and they moving away from him. How many of y'all have seen so many white people coming out and say, I voted for Donald Trump and I lost my job? Believe me, if we would have stayed how it used to be when I was growing up, I don't have to tell you who I voted for, and you don't have to tell me. But when you start putting your nonsense out here, and you got majority of the people, even the people that said I used to follow Donald Trump and believe what he said, and now you're seeing that the American people are suffering. You talk about removing Social Security. Well, baby, you got to get old. You might have children that need disabilities. You might have a father that you are a caretaker to, or a mother, and they about to take that check. Will you still be acting the same when your parent or child don't have the money? Tell me, will you still be acting the same? Some blacks have that crab in the barrel syndrome. Oh, yes. And then they say it so eloquently. I voted for Trump and I believe in Trump because. And then I'm looking at who you're in relations with. They're not black men. They're not black men who are suffering. You're not suffering because that education is keeping you above board. But baby, have you ever thought about when they get all the black and brown people out this country, who is next? And I'm going to tell you, I had a friend and I told her that if we end up in a sundown city and they say they want to hang you for being with me, what are you going to say? And I asked my good girlfriend this over a Henny and a Coke. Let me tell you what she told me. She said, girl, Marcy, I really, really love you. But I'm going to tell them that I bought you to them. See, I'm going to tell you how quick they'll turn on you. Yes, not the ones I know. They're just educated, ignorant, and mean-spirited. That's what I'm saying. My white girlfriend told me if they told her they gonna hang her, she gonna tell them that she bought me to them so she won't get hurt. And that's how it is with black husbands who hated Kamala because she was a woman. See, not only have white people never, ever wanted black people educated, they knew that when we went to schools to study, that we went because the hard times that we watched our great grands and grandmamas and everybody had, and we desired to do better. But see, now you got black people, men who hated black women because we smart. When I was growing up, I never seen women seek out men who've been to prison like they do now. I have seen women who boyfriends and husbands will go to prison, and like Shirley Strawberry. Shirley Strawberry husband went to prison and know he had 2-3 other girlfriends, and she was still there. She finally woke up and divorced him. She even Lily, I listened to Rogan, was trying to implement back in the 80s, but he stopped. Ronald Reagan. Yep, us. Ronald Reagan was a card-carrying racist. He was. And then you will sit up there and know that if you ain't white, you ain't right. Everything they inflict on us black folks, they use black. The color black is supposed to be evil. And you going to sit up there and lay in the bed with white, Mexican, Oriental, or whatever. And he loves that you doing Trump. But if he tells you that he went to work today and they know that I'm in a relationship with you and you're black, I'm sorry, you got to break up or I'm going to lose my job. If you're dating interracially and they tell your counterpart, hey, I'm going to lose my job because I'm dating a black woman, you got to go. I'm going to give you an example in Palm Beach, Florida. It was a wealthy white man married to an elegant black woman who he was not accept socially because he had this black wife. So they separated because his wife had noticed that he was running the street, getting invited to things that she wasn't invited to, or if they had something socially in their house that the white people stayed away from him. Well, somebody came in the background and told him, the reason why we won't give you loans and stuff because of his black wife. So she went back to Atlanta and got a house because he told her, I can't get nothing because of you. And she said, well, let's go ahead and get this divorce. Let me tell you what he did. He sent her roses, and through the rose box, she got a bullet because he wanted to get rid of her because she knocked off every deal. But see, about secrets, the truck driver that he had take her out got paid and was told to keep in private. Let me tell you something, ain't nothing private. You can go into mod chats, you can privatize videos, baby. Nothing is private. You can have private meetings, but loose lips will sink ships because somebody will show enough tell on you. Don't get mad when you say something and it comes back. Because when you say something, stand on business. Because that's the problem with our community. We don't communicate with each other. Meaning that we are in a war right now. And it's spiritual. And people need to find their roots instead of finding their root in a liquor bottle. People need to find their root instead of finding their root in weed. See, we used to smoke marijuana. Yep, they bed wenches. Because every girl on YouTube that told me she support Trump, you a bed wench. Because if he had to choose between his life and you gotta go. You gotta go. He told her he couldn't remember take her down to her. Yep, full of it. One of my mods, I only got one. Find that story about the West Palm Beach millionaire who killed his black wife. I need y'all to find that because I want y'all to hear it for herself. She came from class. She was educated. But when they didn't accept his white butt, what they did was he had to get rid of her. And he dated what? An Oriental who's used all his money up and snitched on him at the end. Please find that story. Please find that story for me. Humans need to improve on effective and efficient communication. But listen, y'all, people will try to pull you down when they know you got a message. But like Queen Lily, she be over there and they call her racist names and it do not knock her off her dig on block. Queen Lily be in there swinging, trying to educate us. Okay? I know that. Thank you, Sabra. I remember that story. He was a cheapskate and he got rid of her. Divorce her. Why delete her baby? Because he knew that he didn't have what the white man created. It's funny how a prenup and a postnup work for white folks. But that don't work for us. It's funny. Divorce her. Why delete her? Because guess what? She was about to get a bag off of him. Yes. Stay focused in spite of being a distraction. There will always be naysayers. But believe me, people be lying. But they try to knock you down. But what they underestimate you is that you are educated. We know and hear the stories. See, you know what? You can move into a nice, fine house. But sometimes when you go home, drive back in the neighborhoods where you was raised at and see, do it look like the way you left it? Do you understand what I'm saying? Where I'm from, abandoned places. They done built it up and took it from the black community. And Harlem is becoming white Harlem. I know when I was growing up in Harlem, there was no white people walking up and down 116th Street, 115th Street. There was no white folks hanging out on St. Nick. Okay? But now, they done built a building right on the corner. And they done got white folks all integrated in those places. What is that story? What is it? He was so cheap that when he went to restaurants, he would take hundreds of napkins and straws from his home and business. Please find me that story, y'all, because I gotta look it up. Okay, Martin Luther King said true education is character plus education. Don't be an educated fool. But see, we people of my age, like I told y'all day before yesterday, 40s, 50s, and 60s, we the real OGs. We know how to make a way. That's it. The Sullivan. The Sullivan. Y'all, please go to the Sullivan. Yes, the Sullivan. His name was Sullivan. And she was McClinton, was an educated black woman, okay? Educated. But he took her out. And her parents fought to make sure that I don't care how much money you got, you going to jail for what you did to our child. Now, I want y'all to hear this.
To bring back segregation. We already don't be where the white people are. I don't know what you're trying to segregate. And then I don't want to be the one to say it, but if a black man had 34 felonies, he wouldn't have been able to sniff the White House grass. And then France said, bitch, give us back the Statue of Liberty. And I am flabbergasted because what in the hell have we? Well, you know what? Come get her. Come goddamn get her. And then Social Security payments are set to go up in April. And I know you make America great again, bastards are going to try to give that credit to Wig, but he didn't do it. No, we thank you so much, Representative Andrea Salinas and Joe Biden, for passing the Bipartisan Social Security Fairness Act. And then you haven't heard about a plane crashing in a long time, and that's because I shut the airlines down. You're welcome. And then Wig and Invaders, them supporters keep saying, oh, the ones who didn't vote for Wig shouldn't get the $5,000. And I want y'all to keep waiting on it. And then Wig's approval rating is slipping like my transmission, but I'm going to fix that when I get home. And his supporters are still calling us stupid. Yeah, and he can't read. So who's really dumb? And then Wig wants to bring back segregation. We already don't be where the white people are. I don't know what you're trying to segregate. And then I don't want to be the one to say it, but...
And look, they've been doing it for years to us. Look at this. This is how racism works in your medical community. The white patient needs medicine. The black patient is aggressive, but the white patient is upset. And guess what? From Real Housewives of Atlanta, that's exactly what Jackie was trying to tell us. Oh, what black people don't be having no pain during the time. I seen that Queen script. Black people don't have pain. They just be trying to get pain medicine. They be trying to do this. But guess what? But the white lady, she's in labor and she's in deep pain. Maybe we should, give her some Seekendol, but the black person, her baby's being delivered by Medicaid. Let's not do that. And black people are so difficult. Black people are so aggressive. I'm checking you, Boo. Say, know thyself, embrace how God created you. You won't inspire to be or what doesn't belong to you. The riots that took place here in Cleveland and Detroit, the Black Panthers are still around. Incarnegro. Very well connected. That's right. We need to get back into these roots. We need to tell our children when the police stop them, start recording in that car on Facebook Live. Not a video, Facebook Live or Instagram. We got to start going back in and telling our kids. It's eye-opening. We were better when we were segregated. Come on, segregate us. Jackie pissed me off with that comment. But see, let me let you know. Jackie might cater to the black people in real life now. I've done been down there. You ain't got money. Jackie a list to go into her medical offices, and Simone. Oh, them lists are long. Y'all know they tried to tear Heavenly business down. Heavenly barely at the dentist office, not unless it's a celebrity who teeth she doing this, she gonna get paid cash. You know, on Queen Script, I agree drinking should be social thing, not used for a crutch. And some people, it's a crutch. And guess what? It's a crutch because you're going through stress and you don't know how to handle it. So you turn to a substance. I'm speaking from experience. That's why Jackie got reprimanded so badly. Wait a minute, not only reprimanded, she lost a lot of clients, especially since Black women had the highest mortality rate. Rooted. Jackie had no right. But guess how quick the Black community forgave her? I'm not talking about the Black women on Medicaid. I'm talking about the Black rich women. They want to be seen by a doctor that's on TV than what she really feels about you. I can't. Dr. Jackie said that foolishness. Restrooms will be much cleaner. I said, wash your hands, nasty. Just keeping it real. Exactly. Here is where the comment, all folks, skin folks, ain't kin folks. What? Let's read that again real fast, okay? Here is where the comment, all folks, skin, ain't kin folks. All skin folks ain't kin folks. And that is the truth. That is so true. I experienced that before. I'm a victim of gun violence, and I was blanked 9 times protecting my children. I had to go to the emergency room one night, and because I had pain on my right side, and they don't want to give you the medications they give everybody. That's why you need to learn. There are drugs that are vitamins, just like Percocet. First day, I saw straight through Jackie. Yep. Sad but true. I'm sad, not see it. I found out that I was in kidney failure, but I had to go to another place to find out. Listen, I have talked to one of my subscribers in her town. She wasn't medically treated very well. She had to go outside her perimeter, outside the scope to get the treatment she needs. Alcoholism is a disease. But guess what? Like my son, you need to seek help. Don't keep doing it. Find a better way. I am done with Jackie. Black elites are not to be trusted either. And that is correct. I'm telling you the story. I go to the country club. I sit there and drink with my Judys, my Beckys. And I said, talking about racism, if me and you were traveling across the United States and we ended up in a sundown town and they told you they was going to hang you for being with me, Becky was drinking on vodka, okay? And she said, well, I would just have to tell them that I brought you to them. People will flip-flop on you in a minute. And we got to start seeing this racism quick, because some of the people you work with that, hi, Allison. Oh, hi, Susie. Allison will turn on you in a minute at work. Thank you for the Black mother that will always protect their kids. Oh, I'm going to read something. I thank all you Black mothers, white mothers, Hispanic mothers. But let me tell you something. A lot of the Hispanic people ran down there to Puerto Rico. Now, in case y'all didn't know, from Trump being president the first time, and this is through the Biden's presidency, y'all know Puerto Rico, no luz. And in English, they didn't have lights. In English, luz means lights. They still hadn't got the lights right down in Puerto Rico, but they done send ice and stuff down there to Puerto Rico to start getting rid of those Puerto Ricans who Puerto Rico is part of America. Puerto Rico is part of America. But you know what? They got an idea down there. We're gonna make us all this is gonna be for us. We're gonna make this resorts and everything for white people. Y'all not catching my sentence because I gotta get y'all correct on my sentence. For all white people only. They want the United States to be for all white people only. But there's countries who understand. Americans, we know that you don't want this. We know that a West African done gave Donald Trump some money, and Donald Trump is mad at New York for what they did to his family. He is mad at the judges that he is trying to prosecute a federal judge for not agreeing with him. Miss Gigi said, I chose my docs based on reputation and color, but if you don't get the treatment I pay for, and I keep it pushing. Some of our own folks treat us worse than others, and amen and amen. I was upset with Dr. Jackie being I'm a cancer survivor. I participated in research and stress and disparities, gathering information from patients. Oh, yeah. Jackie is all about this. Curtis is a prop. You think Jackie really cared that Curtis had messed around? Baby, the words in Atlanta, in Hotlanta, is that his height, it makes her look good. Jackie used to be a workaholic. You wasn't giving up the cookies because you was looking at cookies every day, all day at work. And when Curtis wanted some cookies, you was over there charting. So Curtis don't work. So he felt lonely. So while you was out charting and working, Curtis was with a chicken head. That's what happened in Atlanta. Power will make some people crazy enough to think that they can get away with things. And that's exactly what's happening. So let me tell y'all, let me read some things to y'all. Look at this. Wait a minute now. Bill Gates been caught up. This is about our first black president, Billy Clinton. They was asking him about the close connection with him and Epstein, which Donald Trump and Epstein used to be good friends. And it was a young lady who came out and said that Biden might have did some things to her. Baby, we better open our eyes, because we can't put our trust on none of these folk, okay? None of them. I want y'all to see this. Trump signs order to eliminate Department of Education, even though he need Congress to do so. They want us to stay stupid, angry, and mad at each other, and we're not paying attention. So let me get to what I need to get to before I leave here, because we really need to talk about this, okay? I'm getting ready to read you a list of Social Security offices around the U.S. expected to close. Baby, this may not affect you because you're young. But guess what? It could affect your mamas, your grandmamas. Okay? Doge published a list of nearly 800 federal real estate leases. That's how they're getting rid of it. I want to tell you that they are having a hard time closing Social Security down. But the leases on the real estate, they want them canceled. They want the building to be canceled. Oh, Lois, for a reason, I put together a health and fitness future. in our urban, yes, we need to. I'm gonna tell you something. It's Alicia that be on my page. She does health and fitness. I'm telling you, if you have high blood pressure, some of you can come off of those blood pressure pills by losing weight and changing your diet. We got to get back to us. Hey, Tay Tay. Let me see. Hello, everyone. Y'all need to stop driving y'all new cars to work, wondering why you ain't getting a raise. Stop telling people where you go on vacation. If you got money, on why we need to pay you. Yep. Misinformation. And what you talking about, Miss Lois? We can educate our own children. We can. And if you don't know it, call Miss Renee and say, Renee, I'm having problems with this math and everything, but we need to take our kids back to the adding, subtracting, division. Because, listen, they not teaching, they teaching trig. But if your kids don't know how to multiply and add and subtract, how in the world can you teach them trigonometry, what they're not going to use in society? Teach your kids how to write a good old checkbook. Teach your kids how to balance a bank account. Salute myself stopping by. Thank you. Thank you. Hit my like button. Y'all not hitting my like button. Hey, Sarah. I said a long time, it is foolishness to flaunt what you have. You know what? Let me tell you something. Sometimes you're not, let me speak for me. I don't flaunt what I have, but you know what? If somebody up here is giving good commentary and I decide to give you a super chat, one, it's my money. And two, if I have been talking to you long enough to know your situation, I throw you something, it's because I admire you. I appreciate you. But people take it out of context. Because you know what? And it could be jealousy. But I'm not here for that. Some people be lying. And guess what? You just hurt yourself because it's my money. I'm going to do what I want to do with it. And if you ain't got no receipts to prove anything, accusations, mere accusations, don't let those things bother you. Don't, because it don't bother me. My thing is with me, helping my community, helping others, because see, y'all don't know where hence my money come from. Let me tell you, and I want y'all to spread this around YouTube. My money come from God. He gave it to me because he know that what I had, I was going to share with others, that I was going to help other people. So when you be lying, you better have them receipts. Because I'm going to continue. I'm not going to let nobody turn me from helping others. I'm going to do what I want to do with my money. Old school education was the best. Set a strong foundation. Kids nowadays don't even know times tables by heart. They don't. 6 times 6 is 36. 6 times 7 is 42. There's a way that you can teach your kids their 9 timetables. And I'm going to tell you, you put 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Take it down on one aisle, right? Then you go on the other side and you put 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and bring it back up. You understand? We can teach who child don't know basic math. There's a lot of children who don't know basic math. There's a lot of children that I know, 9 and 10 years old, they don't know how to read because we are out working and we don't have time. Tay Tay said you can take black seeds and cumin. The brand is amazing. Herbs 5 times the sale is at the health store. Just the brand. My blood pressure is normal, 120. Thank me later. Yep. Remember this, Marcella. Never let the left hand know what the right hand is doing when helping the needy. And I made a mistake doing that. I'm checking you, boo. But you're not going to stand up here and be lying and say I ain't doing nothing. And then you come out with an elaborate lie. Nobody believe that. I applaud and admire so many of you ladies in this group. Y'all are wise for blood pressure. Exactly, Marcella. Help the needy. And sometimes the greedy, checking you, boo, slips in there. Because if you're not greedy, and you want folks to believe that you are the needy because you got to travel, or phone broke, no computer, lights ain't on, homeless, you wouldn't slide in there like you greedy. Like, I respect people. There's a GoFundMe out right now for a content creator. She not being greedy. She got it out because her income went down and she needs it. So I just gotta be able to find out who the greedy and who the needy is. But you ain't got to worry about, I ain't rolling no dice out there on nobody. Your lights out, your phone broke, you fell off the bus, your teeth broke, your hair broke, you got to get coffee, you got to get, I ain't helping. People will be surprised how many kids get through school system and don't know nothing, because Obama set up No Kids Left Behind, and that was the worst thing. And the people who need all that stuff, go out there and get a job like our ancestors did. Illiterate children turn into illiterate grown folks. That's right. I guess Checking You Boo have me blocked. I cannot see her. Yeah, with the mass firings, the government is creating mass unemployment, and guess what? The mass states don't have the funding. Okay, the money from payouts only lasts so long, and all the departments closing. SNAP, and you said that help food pantries. That's what I'm talking about. People are going to need help. People are going to need help. Are the same people you talk about live with your mama. You gonna be living with your parents too if you ain't already. Okay, Kids Left Behind and social promotions were two of the worst things that they could have done in our educational system. Gail said Bush set up No Kid Left Behind. Oh, he did? Okay, I was wrong. But we carried it on through Obama. If your phone broke and you don't and you have coffee money, get a job, or don't beg for those things that's not needed. And that's the truth. Your nails done, your hair done, but you ain't got no job. You got appointments every day looking for a handout. Miss Covington, thank you for the super chat. Let me see. I don't usually get them, but that's amazing. I got one, y'all. And people feel like you can't give me a little blessing, but let me put this up here. Nisi made this. Thank you. Thank you. Nisi made this. Nisi made these things. Okay. But if you out here begging, I can help people who not begging. Go get a job. We are able-bodied. I know people in their 50s, 60s still working strong. Go to work and work. Stop looking for a handout. Miss Gigi still working. Go home and work on her garden. Y'all, we're going to start our garden. Nails don't need to be done. Stop begging. Get a job. That's right. Nails be done. Hair be done with no edges, and being wearing wigs and braids, but no job. Shout out Nisi. Tay, my daddy said, if you can't afford your habit, don't start one. But you got coffee in your hand every morning, and you got to drink. Come on now. Able bodies need to get a job. You right. No child left behind. Now, I'm going to tell you something. There's a lot of children that cannot read even today because we are too tired. We're working and we're tired, and we don't spend a lot of time with our children. Okay? So let me read these little cities right quick and show you a video that Doge is getting ready. Okay? So y'all, take a picture of this. Take a picture. Alabama, 634 Broad Street, September 30th. That's when that Social Security office will close. Arkansas, 965 Holiday Drive and 4083 Jefferson Avenue in Texarkana County, Arkansas. April 25th, their Social Security office will be closed. In Texarkana County, May 25th, their offices will be closed. Colorado, 825 North Drive, Grand Junction, June 21st, your Social Security office will be closed. Florida, 4740 Dairy Road, Melbourne, your Social Security office will be closed. Georgia, Columbus, Georgia, 1338 Broadway, September 30, your office will be closed. In Kentucky, 825 High Street, Hazard, Alabama, April 24th, your office will be closed. Louisiana, 178 Civil Center Drive, April 25th, your Social Security will be closed. Mississippi, 4717 26th Street, Meridian, Mississippi, Greenwood, Mississippi, and Grenada, Mississippi, your Social Security office will be closed. Montana, 3701 American Way, Missoula, Montana, your office will be closed. North Carolina, I'm going to not read everything, but look at this. And I want y'all to tell me what all these states got in common with each other. That's North Carolina, y'all. That's North Dakota. That's the address for Nevada, New York, White Plains, Poughkeepsie, Ohio, Mansfield, Oklahoma, Texas. Texas, there go yours. West Virginia, Wyoming. Let me tell you what's in common with all these states and cities. Don't tell nobody I told you. It's a secret. Majority Black people live there. But it's a secret, and I'm going to make it private, and I ain't going to bring it out. I'm telling you, I was doing the demographic. And that's why they want to tear down the Department of Education. That's why they want to close the Social Security offices. That's why they want to, and they red states. But it's been said, if we go ahead and start killing off people, we don't have to really worry about things, because we're going to go ahead and kill them off. And when we kill them off, then we ain't got to worry about those people, because they don't need no money anyway. Because those people don't need money. They're going to try to kill off Americans to do the population. But they got an educated word for that. They have an educated word for taking out Americans. Can anybody tell me what that G word is? I want to tell y'all the G word. What are they doing? What is that called? The G word, what they're doing. Miss Gigi, I agree. Thank you, Marcella. You are the GOAT. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, that stuff going on with reality shows. How you gonna buy some stuff, and you may not know if your parents or your family members are gonna need help with food? In my opinion, getting degrees now is watered down. No adequate substance, not a measurement of scholarly performances and preparation. And you know what, Chicken You Boo? I like you because, see, you're a thinker and you're educated and you look above and beyond. We got to stop living for today. We got to start living for the future. We got to think about what we're going to do tomorrow and the next day, not today. Population control, genocide. I can't take no phone calls. Stop calling me. Okay, so listen to this. I promised a listener, a subscriber, that I was going to talk about that educated thing. Because, see, with them college loans, come on, we got to think outside the box. They're breaking the law too. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Hello?
Hello.
Yeah.
Insurance company hasn't contacted you out there.
No. Listen, I'm busy.
I'm trying to explain something to you because I don't have a lot of time to talk. I can't just call you.
Okay, I cannot. Okay,
I just need to tell you one thing.
okay.
Do not make any moves with the insurance company until you inform me and talk with me first.
I wasn't.
Okay, I'm just letting you know because I
Okay.
can't call you. All right.
Okay, bye. Okay, hold on. Then it took me off my game. Okay, I'm trying to be fair. I am a flawed human. I'm flawed too, but nobody can believe that. Wait, come on, S. Bryant. Come on. Can somebody please put the definition? See, sometimes when they saying them big words and we never seen them and we don't understand them and we're not used to hearing, can somebody put the definition of genocide? Put it there. Genocide. Please put the definition in the chat. Marcella, we can hear your conversation. Okay. We hear him. Okay. It used to be you could go on any pantry in the city and get what you need. Nope, it's not like that no more. Because you know what they're going to do? They're going to start saving in the back for the white counterparts. We learn from each other. That's what we need to do. Can somebody please put the definition of genocide inside of here? The entire university curriculum was modified so students could graduate. That means we're not going to teach you if you missed 2 or 3. It's okay. Remember, FAFSA is only 4 years now, and they no longer pay 2 repeat courses. That's right. It's sad. Can somebody please put genocide, definition of genocide in the chat? So here, I want y'all to see this. I want y'all to see this right quick.
I'm about to get all my loans forgiven. And so are you. Because whoever thought it was a good idea for Elon Musk to be at the Department of Education, locking the doors, running all around with access to my information, my sensitive private information, I feel violated. I think you violated FERPA. And I'm filing a complaint. Elon Musk being around our sensitive private information is a definite breach of data and a violation of FERPA. FERPA is a federal law protecting the privacy of student education records. And those rights under FERPA include privacy of educational records, access to those records, and control over information sharing. All of our financial aid data, including your children's financial aid data, was accessed without our prior authorization. So here's what we should do. We're going to contact the Department of Education. We're going to file a complaint. We're also going to file a FERPA complaint with the U.S. Department of Education's Family Policy Compliance Office. We're going to report a data breach, and we're going to request student loan relief. Other potential FERPA violations also include the following: unauthorized access or sharing of our records and your children's records. There has been failure to provide us with access to our own records, and data breaches involving protected student information. I'm currently drafting a letter and I'm filing a complaint. And I might start a lawsuit too. You should write your letter too and address it to the Student Privacy Policy Office. I'm writing a letter, I'm drafting a complaint for the immediate discharge and withdrawal of my student loans, my husband's student loans, and any leftover loans that my kids might have. Y'all need to sit down and write your letter and file your complaint today. I'm about to get all my loans forgiven.
Okay. Baby. When you get to digging and delving and how to save money from over here, over there, over there, over there, you start looking up stuff. And I'm going to put this template on my community page today. You know, I'm going to help y'all. And I'm going to let y'all hear that again so y'all can get the instructions. And I'm going to make sure that I take the template and let y'all know. But, oh my goodness. They just put the definition up here. And it's a law broken against, they're trying to hurt people. I mailed my letters 2 weeks ago for both my son using her template. That's right. Go ahead, Lisa. In my city now, if you don't live in that zip code, they'll send you away and tell you to go to a pantry in your zip code. A lot of pantry workers know. Class action lawsuit. If 4547 is gutting the DOE, who is the letter lawsuit going to? Oh, that's true. But some people still gonna be working there. I need that info one more time. I'm gonna give it to you too. Keep that food for themselves. Y'all, listen, I'm gonna let y'all hear this. And I'm gonna put, here you go.
And so are you. Because whoever thought it was a good idea for Elon Musk to be at the Department of Education, locking the doors, running all around with access to my information, my sensitive private information, I feel violated. I think you violated FERPA. And I'm filing a complaint. Elon Musk being around our sensitive private information is a definite breach of data and a violation of FERPA. FERPA is a federal law protecting the privacy of student education records. And those rights under FERPA include privacy of educational records, access to those records, and control over information sharing. All of our financial aid data, including your children's financial aid data, was accessed without our prior authorization. So here's what we should do. We're going to contact the Department of Education. We're going to file a complaint. We're also going to file a FERPA complaint with the U.S. Department of Education's Family Policy Compliance Office. We're going to report a data breach, and we're going to request student loan relief. Other potential FERPA violations also include the following: unauthorized access or sharing of our records and your children's records. There has been failure to provide us with access to our own records, and data breaches involving protected student information. I'm currently drafting a letter and I'm filing a complaint. And I might start a lawsuit too. You should write your letter too and address it to the Student Privacy Policy Office. I'm writing a letter, I'm drafting a complaint for the immediate discharge and withdrawal of my student loans, my husband's student loans, and any leftover loans that my kids might have. Y'all need to sit down and write your letter and file your complaint today. I'm about to get all my loans forgiven.
Now listen, I promise y'all, but they not just doing that about those education loans. Just think about it. Elon Musk wants Social Security to give all access to people's information. The people who get Social Security, they want their socials. This man is there tearing all our history up. And guess what? Nobody's doing anything about the real numbers. Let me tell, look, where is the proof of data breach and details of people breached? Oh, it's all in the news. It's everywhere. Them disbanding it. Checking your boot is a worthy try. Yes. I watched the town hall with Governor Walz, and question was asked if they would be able to apply for FAFSA, and he said no because of the dismantling of the apartment. Oh, it happened for real, for real. Let me show y'all something. Oh, all that felony 47 are doing is illegal. It is. And that's why he got rid of you said, because they were investigating Muskie. Y'all pay attention. We had government in school, each and every last one of us. Pay attention to what we didn't understand then in these government books. It's bringing us back to this. Yes, they gave Elon Musk access to the Department of Education, and a judge just blocked Elon Musk from getting everybody's Social Security numbers. Hey, Dana, be careful to not fall in Biden scams to get info. A lot of times people are lured thinking relief is coming. Okay, then guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to get the phone numbers, because that's what I usually do. Come back with the phone numbers to show you can verify the address. But do you know what the big number is that everybody's not looking at? Because we're looking at Love and Marriage Huntsville. We're looking at who need money, who don't have money. We're looking at all this nonsense. Okay, Breaking news, layoffs rose from 245%. 245% in February, highest since the recession, the worst market in decades. Hold on.
The job market in 2025 is officially cooked. The past 18 months have been absolutely brutal, but it just got way worse. This is mainly to do with layoffs in the government, which have been initiated by Elon Musk, the well-known billionaire. We have seen 220,000 layoffs in the first 2 months of this year. This total is the highest since July 2020 and the highest figure for February since 2009, which was the Great Recession. The other issue we have is in the last jobs report, the two sectors that had the most job growth were retail and hospitality and government. Well, guess what? This time there aren't going to be any of those government jobs. And this also means that there are hundreds and thousands of people going for a really small sector of corporate jobs. Last time the jobs report came out, there were only 30,000 jobs. And now you already have hundreds and thousands of people, plus the hundreds of thousands of people who are already looking for a job, all competing for a small amount of jobs. And guys, companies are not looking to hire right now. A lot of companies are uncertain about the future, uncertain what's going to happen with these tariffs. They're just uncertain about what business is going to look like over the next 6 months. So a lot of these companies are not hiring and opening up jobs. We also don't see a lot of people quitting jobs right now, which usually happens. Usually around this time, people are getting bonuses and then they're quitting, but we are not seeing that happening right now. Guys, if you're not on the job market, you should count yourself lucky because it is brutal. I thought 2025 was going to be a better year, but so far it's a complete dumpster fire. The job market in 2025 is officially cooked.
I know that on your pages that y'all are viewing that it's improper to talk about money, politics, and stuff like that. That was the stupidest statement I've ever heard. We need to be talking about money because money brings what, Lois? Recession and depression. Now here we come. We already there. But it's a light. It's a light recession. Now, here goes the depression and the drinking and the running down the street and they turning on each other. You know what I'm saying? Yet the vice president is asking why people are protesting and not working. But you know why the people are protesting and not working? Because let's go back to it. Let me not let you forget. Because one, the vice president is married to a woman that's not light. They consider her black. They consider her black. All right, let's go back to why Vice President Vance don't know what is going on. Why is he allowed at the table and not me? Why is he getting invited to meetings and conferences? He's leading talks to cabinet members. And I'm not even on the schedule. It's not fair. I am the elected official. I'm the vice president. I should be involved in all of this, even inviting me. Why? I want to know why. Do y'all want to hear his voice? Let's listen to the voice. That's his voice. You know why? Because you you are married to a black woman, Vance. But she's not black. She's very much Indian. But she ain't like white. She's educated. His children, just think about it. We're going to wake up one day and on the news, we're going to hear that Vice President Vance's wife have been deported. Vance is mad. But you married outside of your race. And you want to know why? I want to know why. Because you're a black lover. You love the black woman. Now let me tell you what our Uncle Donald is trying to do. Donald judge blocks Trump from deporting non-citizens under Aliens Enemies Act. You know what this means? Judge blocks Trump from deporting non-citizens under Aliens Enemies Act. After they go ahead and get all those foreigners out of here, you know what he's going to do? He's going to start on us. He already trying to put our black men who are in prison in other countries. Afghanistan. Vance is going to snitch. Just like Vlad, the CIA agent, allegedly does interviews with our black rappers and stuff. He gonna snitch on those conversations that's supposed to be private. You know, the videos that are private that you don't want to bring out because it will be everything I said it's gonna be. See, Vance is saying, y'all got him doing all this and this and this. It's between me and you. There's nothing between Vance and nobody. They're keeping all this for history. Vance, maybe keeping you out the room is going to keep you safe, bro. It's going to keep you safe because when they do come after Trump and Elon Musk, you won't be involved in this. But look what Elon got to do today, y'all.
Musk is set to be briefed on a top. We have some major breaking news right now. Elon Musk is set to be briefed on a top secret plan in the event the United States goes to war with China, according to the New York Times. According to the New York Times, tomorrow, Elon Musk will be briefed by the Pentagon on the United States military's plan for any war that might break out with China. An official said that the briefing will be China-focused, but did not provide any additional detail. But this will give Elon Musk access to some of the most closely guarded military secrets in the country. Pentagon war plans known in the military.
Now you know who should be sitting in that meeting? Vance. But he didn't even get an invite. Now let me tell you what Elon gonna do to these people. Elon that went in there and learned if we go into war with China, the secret. And Elon, Tesla stocks are boom. He done lost billions in Tesla, right? This is what he gonna do. Wait a minute, if I tell the Chinese government, I'll tell you exactly what happened in that meeting March 21st. I can get me a little cash, shake a little fast, get a little cash. You know, y'all think Cardi don't know what she talking about. It's all about the money. Elon Musk went in there to get information so he can tell China, baby, the United States said when you come from the left, they're going to the right. When you go to the right, they're going to the left. And I need you to give me $20 billion for telling y'all this. Hey, isn't that what he's losing in Tesla right now? He losing all this money in Tesla, and he is a spy. Donald Trump has did the worst case of sabotage, espionage that any y'all love this mug, and he have how many felonies? How many? And he our president, but you want to lock up Diddy. You want to lock up Big U. You let Kodak Black out of jail as an immunity. Donald Trump gave Kodak Black immunity. For what? Because you were supposed to come out and persuade the blacks, the niggers, to vote for me. But Elon said, fuck him. I got a better plan. You give me power, I'll give you numbers. Okay, let's go back now. Dakota Orange, right? Remember the little exam I gave you up front? It was code. And in that code, Donald Trump said, I want to get New York for prosecuting me. I want to get that black woman in New York, that prosecutor. I want to get her. I want to get her. And don't y'all see why we paying attention to nonsense? I mentioned Yarvin yesterday, day before yesterday. Yeah, Yarvin is the biggest redneck. And isn't Yarvin, Curtis Yarvin and DJ Vance mentors? White supremacy. Somebody done got off the script. Somebody done got off the script. Instead of let somebody beg, borrow, and steal, I'm going to tell y'all what to do because I can't stay on long. I got to go cook my kids. We eating breakfast for lunch. Me and my grandkids, we eating breakfast for dinner. Instead of sending someone who don't want to work with us money, fill up your personal food pantry. Get beans right now while the bag is $1.15. Get water. Now, I used to go to Sam's. Let's go to Costco now. Let's start getting beans and fat meat, turkey, smoke on that. I keep saying I believe it's a hidden agenda. It is checking you, boo. It is. But on these YouTube streets, in the drama, it's always a hidden agenda. It's always hidden. Let me get this click. Let me get this view. Let me tear down. Now it's time for us to build up. It is this administration plan to have us looking left. No, that's right, Miss Gigi. We ain't going to be looking left. We're going to be looking right. Today, Marcella, you bought the heat. Oh, I ain't finished. Because the heat going to come down. Let me tell you what we're going to do. We're going to meet up on the block. But when we leave here today, we're going to be looking to see what's going on in our communities. Then you can peek at Real Housewives of Atlanta. You can peek at Love and Marriage Huntsville. If they want to segregate us, baby, segregate your damn money. McDonald's, no, McMamas. McMamas. Because, see, people is going to, they really going to find out who we are. We mamas, and people don't like their mamas. People don't talk to their mamas. People got to take care of their mamas. But guess what? Mamas are important in our community. In case you forgot, let me refresh y'all memories. Okay? Hold on. Y'all need to hear this. Don't y'all ever forget this.
I came to speak to those, dear sis. I came to speak to those who seem to think that moms are just moms. Well, baby, let me let you in on who we really are. We're alarm clocks, we're bathroom attendants, we're hairdressers, we're personal stylists, we're cooks, we're nannies, we're housekeepers, and that's all before we get ourselves together in the morning. We're physicians, but we ain't got no PhD, but we can heal wounds. We're lawyers, we ain't got no degree in that either, but we can mediate between siblings who can't seem to get along, and sometimes adults who act like kids too. We are chefs who can pull together a meal with the little scraps in the refrigerator. We're accountants who can make
make money stretch when you don't even know. We are strong because we can hide the stress that you don't seem to think we go through. We are all the things that you don't even see at night. With prayer warriors praying over our house when everybody else is asleep. We are the ones that's keeping the enemy at bay because we're the one laying on our face. We are the strong weapons who God has ordained for this position, baby. We ain't just a mother, and you better not even let that come out your mouth again. Let me tell you who we are. We're a superwoman. Dear sis, I came to
see. I want y'all to know we're moms with order. We on a mission to save. MOMS. I don't have to be your mama. But baby, if we on this mission, we can't allow the mega and the black Trump people to come in and tell us anything. Because see, when somebody come to bring bones, when they come to carry bones to your ear, you supposed to say, no, no, no. No, no, no. I'm going to tell you what we're going to do. That group of women going to get a pot of beans. That group of women over there going to get these kids and they're going to sit down and tell them that we need orders. We're going to sit down and say, let's stop carrying the bones, honey. Let's get ready for the spiritual warfare. Let's get ready because, see, they out here trying to take our gangsters who they think could help us in the community, like Big U. Big U been stealing money. But now you done put some young boys up in a 857. Y'all from the street know what 857 is. 857. You see how the police use numbers? 857 mean a what? Now they got to start locking up the black young men in rapid rates. But guess what? We mamas, we the soldiers. Now, all we could do is help somebody else. But baby, we can't keep listening to this nonsense on a drunken stupor. Because they have sinned. JD Vance, Donald Trump, Biden, Barack. Y'all don't want to hear it. But Read Project 2025 is a map. It's telling us what they're going to do. Now, while we out trying to get money to fill up our own pantries, if your sister come to you and say they need something, you stand 10 toes down if you got it. 187. Yep, it's 187. I'm sorry. Thank you, Mr. Harper. 187. They using numbers and codes and colors to speak all around us. Believe what you see and little what we hear. So y'all come back tomorrow. I'm going to review Real Housewives of Atlanta. I'm going to be a wife. Y'all got to tell me in the chat who I look like. But then on Monday, we getting right back to Biz Naive. On talk about what is going on. Because, baby, ever since Trump became president, it ain't slowed down. You got to decipher what is real and what is not real. And I'm going to tell y'all, go to my community page, baby. They done found the man who had killed the twins. Who have taken out the twins, honey. They done got the fireman who went up in the mountain. Don't tell me that this just started. He took pictures of those twin boys as trophies.
Hi.
Wait a minute.
Welcome back.
Hold on. As trophies.
All right, guys. Well, we're back
Wait a
to
minute.
talk about
That's my boy.
Anita JT
Let me,
stuff. We covered a little bit about it on Hot Messy Topics, but I know that there's a lot of topics, so I consolidated this with.
He gonna talk about. Wait a minute. Let me tell you. I'm gonna show it to y'all so y'all can go look at it. Because like I said, I promised my grandkids today we having breakfast for dinner. And I want to be able to make something. I got to run to the store because I seen this recipe that I want to try on my own. It's gonna be new. Y'all know I ain't got nobody to help me now. Muskie access to classified docs and major conflict. Y'all check it out on my community tab. Y'all go under the word post. Y'all gonna listen to this. This was today. Man arrested in connection to a horrific deaths of the black twins, baby. Of the twins. Now listen, we may have disagreements or we can agree to disagree and you might hate me. But guess what? I'm going to kick out this knowledge to you anyway. You can share it if you want to. You can come over here and see if am I going to crash and burn. Ain't nobody going to crash and burn over here. Because the same hole you dig for me, you're going to fall in it. Because I'm watching my 6. And I'm going to watch y'all 6 too. I love y'all. Keep everybody in prayer. Let me go over here to this because, you know, they be teaching me how to do stuff. But I thank y'all for the super chat. I thank y'all for the attention. I appreciate you. Now it's time for us to help one another. It's time. And thanks for watching.